Okay, we're live. I want to thank everybody for joining us this afternoon. I'm gonna give YouTube a few minutes to go out and send out the notifications to let everybody know that we're here. Um, Also, want to let everybody know we're gonna have our hands-on live event. It's gonna be August the 15th through the 16th. August the 22nd to the 23rd. It's a two-day event coming up. I haven't put any other dates out because people are getting funny with the corona again. So we're actually waiting. The governor made a little announcement the other day. So they still haven't quite opened up the state all the way. So I don't want to make too many. I don't make too many courses ahead of time, and they try to do something funny. So I'm still waiting before I add some more dates. If you're already paid for Appliance Boot Camp, the hands-on live event, you need to go through and actually register. Right now, I think both of the spots are totally filled up. We are filled to capacity, and I have to kind of stay within that time, within that those amounts, because of the actual restrictions that they have uh, for the uh, for the COVID-19. Um, Also, in the actual chat box is the actual call in. If you would like to call in, that's the actual call in number and how you can get in. We'd love to talk to you. I'm still planning to do the open house. The open house is going to be September the 5th. You have to excuse, we got some counterflies flying around. They got the back kind of open where they doing the heating and air. So we got a little spot where they're bringing in the fresh air. So I might get some counterflies you might see falling flying through. And it's hot. It is hot down here in North Carolina today. It seems like the closer they get to actually putting in the heating and air system in, the hotter I'm getting. Just knowing that it's about done. I've been the whole summer without it, but now that I'm like a day away from getting cool air, I can barely stand it. So I'm gonna be quick and to the point tonight, and so I can get out of here. And because today it's just real humid and hot. And if you're in North Carolina, anywhere down south, now's the time. It's just really bad. I feel like these LG and Samsung refrigerators that be falling out. But the open house that we're gonna have, that's open to any and everybody. That's gonna be September the 5th. I wanted to do it while it was still nice out because we're gonna take advantage of the outdoor space that we have here. So we're gonna be doing that outside in correlation to inside, so we can practice social distancing here. Also, we have the ice cream parlor too, so we'll be able to utilize some of that. And I'm gonna actually talk to the town and see if I can utilize maybe one of the streets, get them to maybe see if they can get them to block off one of the streets, and we can kind of set up out there and practice social distancing. So we got that going on September the 5th. And tonight, what we're going to be talking about how you create your own economy with Appliance Boot Camp. Appliance Boot Camp will allow you to create your own economy, and you won't have to wait for like the government or big corporations to actually come in and fix the economy. A lot of people now are talking about a V-shaped recovery or U-shape, or if we hit the bottom yet. And this, be honest, I don't even know. Especially the last few weeks, I haven't had a chance to even look at the news or really follow anything of that sort because I just been so busy building my economy that I don't know if we're in a bad economy or not. I can't tell because when I go outside the doors I go outside the doors of my house. All my neighbors are living the same. They're doing renovations and decorations and upkeeps to their yards and their houses. They're having cookouts. They're getting new cars. They're living the same. When I drive from my neighborhood down to the actual stores, I see nothing but new construction going on. It wasn't like it was. People say, well, those things were already financed prior to the economy turning. Uh, Maybe, but I remember during the housing burst, when the economy really when it really stopped, when the economy stopped during the housing burst, people walked away off of job sites 'cause we weren't getting paid, contractors weren't getting paid, and you just walked away, and they didn't finish the work. I see people working every day and finishing the job, finishing the houses, and the houses are getting sold. Houses won't getting sold during housing burst. So that let me know that somebody's still paying, so and somebody's buying. So it ain't too bad there. I was told that the house is going to be going super cheap because everybody was broke, and the Section 8 houses, not Section 8, but the Airbnb houses going to come on the market, and I'm going to get something dirt cheap. We've been driving down to the beach and looking. We ain't been to Myrtle Beach, so if somebody want to report me, I haven't been to Myrtle Beach. I've been out towards Carolina Beach and Wilmington and stuff like that, looking, and nobody's selling. We even tried. Nobody cutting no deals. Nobody selling. Even here, nobody's selling and nobody cutting deals. Everybody's holding on to what they have. Even a property that I thought was going to go, we were looking at, the family stepped up and said, "Nah, they ain't gonna sell it." So that let me know that the economy ain't too bad there. Um, and so I don't know if the economy is bad. I look at you all sending me the checks and stuff that you all are getting, and y'all buying new vehicles, y'all are expanding, y'all hiring people, people quitting their jobs. So I don't see, we isolated. Like I say, the worse the economy get, the best this industry get on appliance repair. So right now, people, we're making a lot of money right now, and so we can't tell that if it is a bad economy. No, and if you're somebody getting laid off right now and you don't lost your job, right now is the time to create your own economy. Don't wait for somebody, uh, don't wait for somebody to be uh, calling or creating a job for yourself. I got laid off from a job almost 20 years ago. I was an engineer. I got laid off. And that was the last time I actually had well, no, I had one job in between that. I got laid off. I was laid off for almost a year. Couldn't even work for free. Went out, got another job as an engineer. One of the better jobs I ever had, working for a company called Intel. Everybody knows Intel. So I had that job, and I actually quit that job. They're gonna lay us off again, and I said I wasn't gonna get caught up in the layoff. And what happened? I actually walked away and quit that job in the middle, of getting ready to get laid off, and went full time in appliance repair. And ever since that, I had never in my life, uh, uh, my family and I have never seen hard times since. Um, and I just, and now it's hard for me to even relate to somebody being laid off and can't find a job or having to move, almost like the Indians did with the buffalo. They got pick up and move all the way across country looking for work or looking for something to eat. You know, the Indians to pack up and travel with the buffalo so they could eat. I'm seeing people doing that. Talking about they got to move here, move there. Grown men, almost 50 years old, talking about they can't support themselves. They trying to move in with their parents and stuff. I just don't see that now. And I have sometimes a hard time trying to relate to people who actually are doing that. At this age, I can understand you in your early 20s. You ain't quite figured out enough tools, and you ain't quite put enough tools in your tool belt to actually do some things. But by the time you 50 and you're not able to sustain yourself, you got to move back in with your parents or be somewhere close by where they can actually help and y'all be together. You're in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble uh, with that, especially a man. A man at this age, if you're my age and older, you're at the point where you shouldn't be given you shouldn't be looking for help from nobody. You should be giving help to people, and you're supposed to be mentoring people coming behind you. If you at my age and you can't sustain on yourself by yourself, I don't care if you got divorced. I don't care if you're paying child support. At our age, you're supposed to be able to handle all of that. That shouldn't hurt you. If my wife, I hope she doesn't, but if she was to leave me tonight when I got home, say she was leaving, my life wouldn't change. I wouldn't have to be calling in, ask my mom and dad, can I move in and get on the couch? I wouldn't have to do that. My life wouldn't change not one bit. My life would just keep moving on, and it wouldn't bother me one bit. It wouldn't hurt me one bit financially. I can say that. Mentally, it would hurt, but financially, my life wouldn't change not one iota if she decided she was going to leave. But I've seen some men that go through that, where they're actually not able to rebound, and and I don't know. Maybe society has trained us to be that way. I still don't know, but I don't understand why a grown man is not able to live by itself. Matter of fact, I always say if all I had to do was take care of myself, man, I would have a good life. But I have to not only take care of myself, I got to take care of my wife, my kids, and all that stuff. If all I had to do was just pay for myself, I had to pay for no private school tuition, didn't have to pay for no college tuition, didn't have to pay health insurance for nobody. Man, I have a good life, real good. I have a good life now, but it's easy then when you relieve all those duties. And the other thing too, we got to start looking at things a little bit different. For the last maybe 2 to 3 weeks, I've been working like 12 hours a day or more. But I don't, it's not. I'm not tired and I'm not beat up. It's not like when if I was working 12 hours for somebody else. I'm actually when I go to bed, a lot of times I can't sleep. It's kind of like what they call a runner's high. When you start, the people who jog and run, they get like a runner's high. Well, the same thing happened to me when I'm out here grinding and I'm building businesses and stuff. When I'm in, I guess you call it the zone. Right now, I'm in the zone. I can't sleep at night because I'm so anxious to get back to building and getting back here to work. That a lot of times I can't sleep. I'm waking up at 3 in the morning, uh, anticipating getting out here because I'm ready to get out here, and I know what needs to be done, and what happens, uh, people look at me doing it 12 hours for myself, and they'll say, "You crazy, you killing yourself, you shouldn't do that." But I've heard other people, the same people talk to other people who they ask them how they say, well, so and so job doing good, they working 12 hours right now, so they working 12 hours, they doing good. You need to go ahead and make all that money now. It's a blessing to be working 12 hours, and everybody else and people getting laid off. You got a good job. But if I'm out here grinding for myself, putting in 12 hours building my businesses, then I'm killing myself. I can't enjoy what I'm putting together. So we got to look at things a little different. If you can go out there and work 12 hours for somebody else, you should be able to work at least 4 to 8 hours for yourself. If you're putting in 12 hours for somebody else, and without anybody asking. And also with appliance boot, because I've done appliance repair my life. I've been able now to have become my own bank, where now I don't have to go to the bank, and that's a blessing when you can go. And I was talking to my best friend earlier this morning. He called me first thing this morning. We were talking, and I was telling him, we were talking about being able to be debt free and to be your own bank and don't have to worry about uh, um, uh, payments coming out. I'm able, if I see a piece of property that I want within my price range, I don't have to go to no bank and sit down and fill out no paperwork and all that stuff. I just tell them, hey, I make an offer and I can cut them a check. Same thing with me building out my businesses here. I allocated the funds already to do this building, do this business. So those funds are already setting aside, and I'm under budget. I'm coming in under. So now I'm going out and I'm doing the furniture and stuff like that, getting the fixtures and all that stuff. And to go into a business knowing that you got working capital now, and you got everything totally paid for, it makes business a lot easier because now I'm not trying to force that business into something. Some people say it's bad too because you don't have a sense of urgent. You might not have the sense of urgency that somebody else might have if they got payments and stuff they need to make. They might be a little bit more urgent to go. But me, I'm self motivating. And I find I'm kind of like Michael Jordan. I have to find me something to actually to get myself up to run to actually grind. And the thing, it could be anything. Right now, I look at other businesses that's in proximity to where I'm at, and I say, okay, I want to get up and running before they do. And then once I get up and running, I look at other businesses and I say I want to compete against them and actually beat them. So that's the thing that motivate me, and that's the same thing with the appliance repair, um, appliance boot camp and stuff. I look at the other schools that's out there, and I say, okay, I want to get up and get up before them. I want to get out in front of them, and then the ones that are ahead of me right now, I'm shooting for them. I'm coming after them, and that's how I motivate myself. Like I say, I look next door, and it's good to be competitive like that. You don't wish bad luck or nothing on nobody, but you got to have a way to when you out here by yourself, sometimes you got to have somebody to actually motivate you and keep you going. And I look at the guy next door. He's actually he's doing a very good job. They're doing a very good job. But I love to go over there and talk to them, and I love I need them there to motivate me to keep me moving faster and keep me moving on. And I think I do the same thing for him. I think he look at us and see where we're progressing at and how we're moving, and it's forcing him to actually bring his business up a little faster. And he's okay now working there a little longer. So that's how I get my motivation. Um, and like I say, because what you call, I don't borrow money and stuff. That now I don't have to worry of because when we was when I had the business with my business partners, the first of the month came quick, and I think then it was like maybe $3,600 in rent that we had to pay. I had to pay my two business owners. We it was their building, but we had to rent the building from them. The business did. So every month it was like $3,600. Then plus you had to pay the tenement, kind of like that was just the rent. That was just the rent. And then on top of that, because it was $2 per square feet, and it was like 1,800 square feet. And then on top of that, it was another, I think maybe $600 or $700. You had to pay tenement, kind of like a HOA. You had that was to keep up the parking lot and the parking lot lights and keep the pavement and stuff done. You had to pay that and keep the place mowed and all that stuff. So everybody had to pay that on top of their rent. And my business partners, they owned it, but we had to sign a lease agreement. Our business did, even though they were business partners with me for that. And I take that same approach here, where Appliance Boot Camp, Appliance Boot Camp don't own this building I'm in. My real estate company, Sneed RIH, owns this building that we're in. Same thing, the ice cream parlor don't own that building. Sneed RIH own it, and I have to rent from my real estate company. So with that, I treat it the same way my business partners did, and I have to write a check to my real estate company every month to cover the rent here. And if I was to do like they do later on, um, uh, I will I will sell it, and when they sell it, they'll keep the rent. They'll sign a and most businesses when they buy in the business, they want to know that everything's gonna stay stable. They don't like a lot of changes going up, so they want to sign 5, 10, 15 year lease agreements. And so you will sign somebody up for that lease agreement. You'll have them there for that while. And with the way we done it there, when you rented it, you rented it. You had to, if the heat and air conditioner went out, you don't call me. It's no, you fix it. No, only thing that they were responsible for, if something like the roof or something like that started to leak, they would be responsible for that. But if the air conditioner go, the plumbing go, the electrical go, that's on you. Don't call me. That's the way it was. So I would do the same thing with that. They will actually get the business up and running. Once they got the business up and running and stable, they'll sell the business, get that money, and then just keep renting. Now, the good thing about you all coming to Appliance Boot Camp, Appliance Boot Camp, it took me almost 10 years to actually to figure out. Uh, not I didn't figure it out. Let me take that back. It took me 10 years for someone to actually show me how businesses actually really run. Up until then, I was just mainly what you call hustling, just making money and paying bills and not really having a vision or not really knowing how business operate and not knowing how to allocate funds and stuff like that and not knowing how to properly charge and all that. It took me almost 10 years for somebody to come around and actually show me that. And right now, I think I'm still the only person that actually show and tell you how I build and how you should be building. There's a lot of courses out there. I still haven't seen. That's why I would love to see, especially the guys who have six, seven, eight technicians. I would love for them to show their numbers and show what they're charging and tell why they charge those numbers because that's where the money. That's the repairing the appliances is the easy part. The hard part is coming up with negotiating your contracts and stuff like that, and showing and giving people the actual numbers because that's the stuff you need to know. You can go out there and you can fix the appliances easy, but you got to know how to actually charge and you got to know your numbers, and and that's the stuff I would love people to go deeper into instead of just saying I'll show you how you calculate your numbers and stuff. That's generic stuff that you can go in any book and figure it out. But it's some insight and knowledge that you have to actually do this thing to make it work. Because everybody knows the stuff that's happening. Everybody knows the books the stuff that you can get just out the books. But it's the backstory, the back stuff that you need to know when you negotiating your deals. I talked about DCNF because I just saw he put a video out earlier today that he knows his numbers now, and the warranty companies are calling him, and they trying to act like they don't know what he's talking about. And so after he starts telling them about the numbers and stuff, then they come around and say, okay, he knows, and then they open up and they start trying. Then they really start negotiating. Up until then, they're trying to push you around. And he's found out too. I had forgot all about this. That this is what happened if you and the warranty company gets in a place where y'all not able to agree on the numbers, and what they're gonna do, they're gonna say, well, we ain't gonna send you no more calls, and you get into like I told you, you get into a waiting game where you gotta see if you can go up underwater and hold who can hold their breath the longest. So they'll say, I ain't gonna give him no calls, and then if after I hold out calls for about 2 or 3 weeks, if he don't come back around, he'll come back around then. And then when he come back around, I get him at the numbers I want. But this is what happens. The warranty companies get so many calls, and if you stop doing their calls, there's no place else for them to go. You know what they'll do? They'll call another warranty company and sub their calls out to a third party warranty company. So it happens if say like you if I was doing, I'll say 1, 2, 3 appliance repair. Uh, Third party warranty companies, and we got into a problem where we couldn't agree, and they said, "Well, we ain't gonna send you no more calls," and they just stopped sending me calls. Well, I got another third party. Like I say, you always have 2 or 3 third party warranties that you can call. So now I got ABC 13 warranty company that I'm doing calls for. So all of a sudden, I notice ABC 13 warranty company starts to pick up, and they start sending me a bunch of calls. All of a sudden, I'll be like, "Oh, what's going on?" Then you'll get the back. Then you'll see in the back end when you start talking to some of the customers, they might have 1, 2, 3. They have the one that cut the calls off from me. They're now sending their calls to the other third party warranty company, trying to make me break. And so you still catching the money regardless. You still gonna get your money regardless. And then eventually they'll figure out, okay, this guy right here is not gonna break. Then they'll come back and they say, okay, we'll do the numbers with them. But just be mindful. They're gonna be trying to recruit and get somebody to come in behind you. Yeah, you get somebody to come in, but if somebody comes in and they take those bad deals on those numbers, trust me, they won't be there long because the numbers won't allow them to be there long. They're going out of business, and the third party warranty companies know that. They know that, and they're doing a disservice by forcing people out of business. Somebody who's coming and don't have the insight that you all have to actually tell y'all the correct numbers and stuff. And sometimes I wonder that's why the other companies don't tell you that. They'll let you come there, and if you're coming from an employee mindset and you're thinking per hour and stuff, you don't know all the stuff that goes into making your numbers. And if I just was to tell you, This how you negotiate your, this is where your number should be at. And I just push you out there. um what will happen, the third party warranty companies and stuff, they know it, they know that you're coming out there, you're fresh meat, and they're trained to actually get you to take the lowest price. They say if we can get him to run for the lowest price, even though he's going to go out of business, as soon as he goes out, somebody else be stepping in to take the lowest price, and we'll put them out of business. And I think that's the same thing happened with some of the companies. They might not want the competition. And they know, okay, I can get him here or get them there, show them this. But as soon as they go there and start talking to the third party warranty company, the third party warranty company is going to try to Jew them. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that word. They're gonna try to actually get them to take less money than what they should be getting. And when they give them to take less money than what they should be getting, you're gonna think, okay, it's not a bad deal, more than I was making working for somebody. But you don't know all the stuff that goes behind the scenes that's gonna make you go broke. And eventually you're gonna be doing more work, and you're gonna be going broke, 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 broke. I would much rather you do less work and be profitable. I don't want you to be the business company in your area. I want you to be the most profitable company in your area. You don't want to be super busy. You never want to run to capacity. Just like I told you with a car, that C8 Corvette can go 200 miles per hour for a short period of time, but you can't drive 200 miles per hour all day long every day. It'll break down. Same thing with your company. Your company, you don't want to run at full capacity at all times. You want to have some slots available so that when you have new customers that you can bring in, because you might get a whale come calling you, and if you ain't got no spot to put him in, you don't know he or she is a whale, and you wouldn't be able to bring him in. So you want to always have not be at full capacity, so you can get in new customers. You get new customers, and sometimes you have to actually fire some customers. When your company actually move to another level, sometimes some of your customers might not move with you. They might not fit where your company is going, and then you can actually you should have people you mentoring, and you can then put them into that spot and say, okay, I can't do it anymore, but I have somebody in my area that can do it for you, and you hand it off to them, and you move on because you and the customer no longer fit. I'm doing the same thing with one of my delivery teams. I'm no longer going to do deliveries. I no longer want any sub out deliveries. So I'm gonna just hand everything over to the delivery team. Say this is how you do it, and this is who you talk to, and this is what you set up, and you let them have that, and you move on to the next thing. And like I said, it took me 10 years for somebody to show me. You all know that Ralph Top, so y'all now 10 years ahead of where I was at, and that's why you all are getting the results that you are getting so fast. Y'all, no, most people tell you to go into business, it's gonna take you 3 to 6 years before you really start making money and making dents. Yes, that's true. If you don't have a good mentor that actually tells you the ropes and tell you the true stuff behind it, it will take you 3 to 6 years to do it. But you all are actually moving so fast because you all y'all know the numbers. You know what you should be charging. Even if you really right now, even though you really, some people really don't know why they still have to charge that $85 per hour. They just know, okay, Mike Sneed at Appliance Boot Camp said I need to be charging $85 an hour. They're charging that, and they're getting the results and stuff. That's why you're able to make it. Versus somebody who just goes into business, and they don't know, they call up and see what everybody else is charging, and then try to charge somewhere close to that, and everybody else is wrong. And so that's why you all are getting the results so fast. Um, and and talking to one of the guys, he's been doing it 2 months. He called earlier today and we talked. He's been doing it 2 months. He's doing it part time. His company that he works full time for a company, and the company wasn't going to give him a dollar. He wanted a dollar raise. He just wanted $1 raise, and they wouldn't give it to him. They made him go on some crazy shift where he works like Friday, Saturday, I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 12 hours, and he get paid for 40 hours. But in the middle of that, uh, he came to Appliance Boot Camp, and this is how he got his. Not only did he get a dollar raise, but in 2 months, he only been doing it 2 months, and he done made $10,000. So that's $60,000 raised he has gotten just by coming to Appliance Boot Camp, and he's just doing one call per day, just one call per day. And he told me today he told it out. He made $10,000 these last 2 months, and he said he still ain't really learned how to fix stuff. He said it's common sense that he's doing it. Take him a little longer, but he said he's still learning how to read schematics and stuff. He's learning as he's earning as he's learning, and he's actually now he said he's taking all that money because his job pays him a decent salary. He's now taking the money that he's getting from appliance repair, and he said all that money now is just going towards him buying some rental properties. He said he wants to get 20 rental properties. That's where he's headed at. He has a plan, and not only that, he has I show you all how to allocate your funds so you can save money and become your own bank. I still haven't seen nobody else that's teaching courses show you all how they do that, how they actually allocate their funds, because they do it. They do it. I like to know their percentages and how they allocate their funds because they're doing it. I know they are, but I don't. That's the key stuff that we need to know is how people tell you all the time. You need to save money and you need to buy houses for cash and stuff. But if you're coming from an environment where it took everything and even borrowing some money from somebody just for you to be able to make rent and put food on the table. That didn't nobody know anything about allocating no funds or nothing like that. It wasn't enough income to go around to do anything like that. But now you got to the point where you got a lot of money coming in. That's why you see a lot of times when people who come from situations like I came from, and like many of you came from, as soon as we go get money, we go buy stuff that doesn't go buy new cars, go buy gold chains, go buy Rolex, stuff like that. Because we don't nobody never showed us what to do with the money, and how to actually go out and buy the properties and stuff like that. How to actually go out and build the businesses. Nobody showed us how to do that. And I would like for them to show that part of it because that's a part that we need to know, especially if you're self-employed. If you're self-employed like we are, we got to create our own retirement funds. So with that being said, I need to know how they're setting up their retirements and how they actually allocate their funds to go buy that stuff and go do that stuff. I'm going to start doing more of this with the retirement stuff. A lot of people are interested in how I'm doing it. I'm doing it over on Save, Invest, Repeat. So with the ice cream parlor, that will be completed in about 2 days. This weekend, I'm gonna have my family and friends come up, and I'm just gonna show them around, let them see everything, and get it. And then the following week, we'll be open for business. And on Save, Invest, Repeat, I'll be showing you more about how I build the businesses, how I actually allocate my funds, and then I'm going out and going to before I go out to the property, I got to bring the crew back over here to Appliance Boot Camp. Some things I want to change here real quick before we go to the actual open house, and things that I need to fix up on the outside to bring the outside looking as nice as the inside. And then we be totally completed with this building and the ice cream parlor. Then I'll be sending them out to my actual rental properties that I have left, and just showing you all how to do that. And that's the stuff that we have to show. You can't just be the repairing the appliance, showing you how to change a belt on a dryer. We got you got to show everybody the entire thing where this thing right here can be generational, where it's not just me getting ahead and whatnot. Yeah, I can show you how to fix dryers. I can show you how to change your water pump, this and that. But it comes to a point in time too where somebody have to actually show us how you can make this thing generational, where money is no longer a problem. Right now, we at the point we almost where I'm saying the excuse of not having money, we almost at that point where it can't be an excuse anymore, where it has to be okay. It's just too much money out here to be made for you not to have any money. We're gonna have to start calling people. Maybe start. Um, I don't know. I don't want to call people out. Not nobody doing courses or anything. But I'm talking about calling out the society. We got to call out the schools. We got to charge out the churches. We got to call out all these things where people go to try to get their lives put together and stuff, and not getting the results. We got to start calling them out and say, hey, uh, here go this place you can send somebody for less than $1,500, and you can get a life. You can have a sustain. You can have a life that uh, most people dream of. Never be broke again, and you can actually then start to buy rental properties and change your whole community. I like to think that we're actually changing this whole little town. That we're actually part of changing this whole little town where people are coming in and they're seeing the growth and they're seeing us actually building around here and putting it together. And it's not haven't been a year, and we have myself along with the Appliance Boot Camp family, we have put two businesses here. Sustainable businesses. Appliance Boot Camp is here. It ain't been a year old. We haven't been a year old. And for it to generate the numbers that it generates, Appliance Boot Camp is strong. I'm uh, I'm almost certain that uh for the, the the money that Appliance Boot Camp, it's not many businesses on this street that probably generate as much as Appliance Boot Camp generates here. Um, as far as people that it brings in, I don't know if they open back once we open back up. I don't know if it's another business is bringing as many people here as Appliance Boot Camp brings here on a monthly basis. If we open once we get open back up across the not no across the world, people we are bringing making this a destination where people are coming across the world here to sit here and learn. No, this is Tuskegee and the new Tuskegee right here, where we're actually putting these guys to work and stuff. Same thing. With appliance repair, the good thing too, appliance repair is easy to expand. If I wanted to expand our ice cream parlor, it cost me all close to 100,000. Well, not if I done it exactly the way I'm doing this one, it cost me somewhere close to 100,000 to actually do it again. But not unless I got a killer deal on a building like I done this time. But if even that, if I do it the way that Mystic Ice Cream tell me to do it, I could do it for about 13, between 13 and 15,000 for me to do it. But for appliance repair, it's easy to expand in appliance repair. All you gotta do is have somebody ride with you for about 2 weeks. You pay somebody to come stay in your hometown, put them in a hotel, let them ride and do calls with you for about 2 to 3 weeks. And then after that, wherever they live at, you just call the third party warranty company and just say, hey, put these zip codes on, and you find him a little cheap car or truck to drive, and you put him to work, and you have your money back in 2 weeks off of him, and you can get him to the point where he's making anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500 a week, especially a young high school kid. No, that's a lot of money for them, and you could keep him for about maybe somebody right out of high school. You probably keep them anywhere between 6 to 10 years before they mature enough to go on and just turn on that zip code and go and get to a point where they're not going to do it anymore. You just call a third party warranty company and just say, hey, don't turn it off. Just say, hey, put it on hold till you go find somebody else and do the same thing. And then once you get one person running in the truck, then you ain't got to even train them. You could just have that person go where that person is at and say, okay, for your training, you're going to spend 2 weeks out in Omaha, Nebraska, and you're gonna be I'm gonna pay for your hotel and food and stuff. You're gonna stay with this guy, and then after that, you're going back to your hometown. I'm gonna put you to work, and you put them to work and let them go. And that's how easy it is to expand. You can open up any market. You can go into any market and open up for less than $1,000. Where else could you do that? You can go into anybody market and just set up shop. Not unless you somebody like Don Juan. He say he can set up on any corner in America. You can do the same thing with appliance repair. You can set up on any corner in America. Just go there and just turn on and say, hey, even now, if I decide, hey, I'm tired here, I want to move to Atlanta, Georgia. I whatchamacall. I could turn on call a third party warranty company or whoever, put my website and say, hey, put me in these zip codes in Atlanta, Georgia. In a week, I'll be not in a week. I'll be sustained. My life wouldn't stop, not one bit. I'll be sustained, making money, living a good life down there. So yeah, so that's all. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So the excuse for not being able to make any money in this business there's no excuse for it. Same thing with the guys who putting in my air conditioning unit. My air conditioning units, it's gonna cost me like 17,000 to do both of them. One of them is 9, and the other one is 8,000. The units themselves, they're not they no more than about 2,000 a piece. One of them is like they got like a 5 ton going in one and a 3 ton going in the other one. No, maybe about 2,000 a piece. So they got about maybe I'll say 5,000 in material. Um, yeah, they got about 5,000 in material. Out of that 5,000, they got 8 people here. So let me do a little bit of this new math. I'm gonna try to figure out how much they got in here. Um, I'm gonna do 8 times. I'm gonna say if they paying if they all on gonna make $200 a day working here. So 8 times 200, 16 plus the 5,000. So they got $6,600 gonna be tied up into doing this job. Uh, and so they're gonna make right at about $10,000 um profit in 2 days. That's it, and that's just here. That's just here. He has 40 people doing it, so he gonna make 10,000 here. And just think he's doing that everywhere across North Carolina. So and you can do the same thing for appliance repair. Now, if you got HVAC license like them, that's that like I said, that's money. That's license to print money. But yeah, and now I'm here watching them do it, and I'm looking at how they're doing it. Um, I could have done it. I could have done it if I seen the way they're doing it right now. I could have taken my guys and done it because I was thinking totally different. My mom was somewhere totally different than what they were doing. But the way they done it, yeah, I could have done it easily. I saw the guy out there brazing, out there on the condensing unit. He's struggling, trying to. It's not the refrigerator tube that we have. I mean, it's the big. I mean, it's the huge refrigeration line. It's not like we have in that tight spot in that refrigerator, and if you put any heat on it at all, it burns through. I mean, he got that big line, and he's struggling with it. I mean, he got the thermal block putty everywhere, and I'm looking. I said, "Dang, gone." He's struggling with that. Lord help if he got behind a refrigerator with that thing. And I was just looking at him. He was struggling hard with that, all on laying on his back and everything. And I said, man, yeah, I could have done that. And the guys that's coming through Appliance Boot Camp, you all could do the same thing. Y'all could do the yeah. The craftsmanship. If you hadn't had a chance, DCNF done a breakdown of a schematic. Please go there and look and see that's the alumni that's coming through here. You all hear the alumni that come through here, and y'all haven't been doing it a year. Appliance Boot Camp haven't been here a year, and you're seeing all the talent that's been attracted and they have came through here. To the point where people like because we don't read. Well, you got people running across the internet looking for them and calling me and telling me why he don't do a podcast and all this and that. It's just so you got that, you got Miss Ward, you got Slick, you got Juan, you got people all across the world know these guys now. And you see the talent and stuff that they have. And it's just so many people. I can't name them all that came through here. And I'm looking. I said they just these guys, the guys that come through Appliance Boot Camp, is just as talented as they are, if not more. And right now, the only thing to separate us, we don't get the biggest kick out as they do for what they're doing right now, but we're getting there. We making money, and if we can get to a point where we can get some people to actually start getting into the skilled trades and getting their trade license where they can do that, go out and actually do new construction installs, do commercial stuff and all that. We get to a point where we start getting maybe not us, but if we get we get situated enough where the people coming behind us, we can start forcing them, telling them, hey man, you need to go to those skilled trades. You need to start doing HVAC. You need to start doing plumbing. You need to start doing electrical, and you need to get set up where you can actually go get your license. Where we whatchamacall, we we have our own businesses, and we say, okay, I got this business that I'm running. It's part your business. We do it with our kids and grandkids. It's part your business too, but we need you to go get a trade license. So what I do, I'm gonna pay you a little bit of a salary, and I'm gonna put you in somebody. You go to the course, and you get out. And you go to community college, or right out of high school, you go work for somebody, and I want you to do, you just work your 5 years. You're gonna do 5 years, and I'm gonna pay you a salary, and they're gonna pay you a salary. I'm gonna make sure you live good, but at the end of 5 years, you're gonna go get your hours and to the board, submit them to the board, and then you're gonna pass the test. And when you pass the test, you bring those licenses back over here into my company, and from there we're gonna be licensed, and we're gonna keep those licenses in our company for forever, generations. And that's what we have to do. We have to get to the point where we're going to say, okay, I got enough money where I can allow you to go. And that's what the Indian guys do. They go work in corporate America and stuff, and but they have their own businesses that their father and stuff started. And you getting two checks like that, corporate America ain't that hard. You just say, okay, I'm just here for 4 years. I'm here for 5 years to learn this, to get my license. Once I get the license, then I'm done. I ain't got to worry about it anymore. I have the license, and you move on, and life is good, and you have generations coming behind you. That when your grandson start working. Like my nephew started working with me when he was in high school. By the time he was like 20 years old, but he started when he was like 14, 15. By the time he's 20 years old, he got enough hours where he can actually go sit and take the test. So you go ahead then. If he's not, if he's don't have his head together yet to where he actually ready to go take the test, and you can't talk no sense into him, you still go ahead and get his hours logged with the state that he got hours with, so that he's able to go take the test. Because later on in life, he's coming back. He's going to come back to it. So that's what we're gonna have to do. That's what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna read some of the comments, and like I said, it's burning up hot down here. You might can see me sweating already. So I'm gonna read a couple of comments, then I'm gonna get out because I still got work to do over there. And plus, I'm tired of these counter flies just uh flying around me too. All right, I'm gonna read some of the comments, and then I'm getting out. All right. We got OK. Hey, how you doing, OK? Picture man. Good evening, Mike. Hey, how you doing? James X. Hey, how you doing from Omaha? I said Omaha. Yeah, from Omaha. All right. Got Kevin Roberts. Hey, how you doing? Greg B. Hey, how you doing? BK from the Rockies. Hey, Mario Goodson. Hey, Shimano 05. What's up, Grandmaster Mike? Hey, Mario Goodson is hot in North Carolina and South Carolina too. Also, I want to tell you all too, if you got pictures that you have with your vehicles, with your uniform and stuff, I got some of you all the stuff that I've been posting on Facebook. Send those to me if you would like for them to be displayed out front. We have a TV monitor out front. I was talking to Mr. Anderson, and he gave me an excellent idea. We're gonna actually, I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna put it on the monitor, and it'll actually be. I'm gonna put it like in a presentation. So when people come here, they actually see you all, and just give me a slight description or whatever, and I'll put it in there. They'll actually see what you all are doing and the alumni, how they have progressed and stuff. And we're gonna have that just constantly just keep rolling with all the pictures and everything, so everybody can see it. So if you got any of that stuff that you would like to be displayed out front for the people who's coming behind you, they can actually see that where we have the shirts and all that. Feel free to send it to me. Okay. Hey, how you doing, Jay Real? Fixer. Hey, greetings, Mike and ABC fam. I wanted to ask Mike, are all of the students at ABC Boot Camp perfect? I have a lot of mishaps on repairs, and I don't hear anybody mention it. No, everybody does. Even Mike Sneed. That's the thing about our industry. you all it's not that I tell people all the time, it's probably if I was a doctor and all I was working on was a kneecap, the kneecap ain't changed since the beginning of time. It ain't the kneecap is constructed the same way. It's always been that way. Um, if I was a doctor and all I had to do was replace somebody's kneecap, that would be easy for me to do that. But with appliances, technology change every 6 months, so you have to constantly keep learning. So that's why I say, yeah, you always gonna be learning something new here. But if a kneecap, if all I had to do, that was just like somebody told you all you had to do with Samsung dryers. After the first two or three, you got it down packed. You can do whatever. That same thing is replacing the kneecap. No, the tools change, but the kneecap itself ain't changed not one bit. All right, we got 678. What's going on?
Uncle Mike,
Oh wow, here we go. Because we don't read. What's going on, man?
how's everybody? No, I just counting this little 271 I just put in my pocket on the COD. That's all. Just chilling. You know.
Hmm.
Got one more to do, a little late. Yeah, man, a powerful show as always. Peace
Hmm.
and love to all the family members who are in the class. Most importantly, respect and shout out to all the alumni who took their foot and their faith and their belief and conquered their fear to move forward to bless themselves and their families, sir.
There you go. So how things going with you still? You still out there running? It's almost 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm busy. I still got one more to go. You know what? What it was, sir? You kind of spoiled me when you was like, "Man, I can make 400, 500." That's really what got me. You said I can make 400, 500 between 10 and 4. I was like, "Oh Lord, 10 and 4, those are phenomenal hours, right?" So at first, when I first started that, that's what I was doing, and I still was making that 400 just to prove to anyone and everyone whoever hears this voice that you was right about that, and I can make that with just two jobs, just two
Hmm.
COD calls. You can make $400 and be done in 3 hours. But at any rate, people don't believe that, you know. But at any rate, I also thought about, it's like, man, what happens when I work from sun up to sundown? Just try it. And sir, it's like when you start fixing one, you really can fix 1,000. You can fix every model like that model that you fixed. So sooner or later, it's going to start running into each other, and the work starts to get easier, and you're able to do more of them. So, for the last, I don't know, week, I just been going at it. Let's just start when the sun come up. Let's end when the sun go down. And that's producing 7, 8 calls, and cash out the yin yang. I'm holding, Uncle Mike. My 10%. Oh, we finna come see you this weekend too. So if anybody gonna be in North Carolina, slick, I'm trying to out DCNL. Anybody else coming, man? I'm trying to make my way there. I'm about to use this credit card because I get those freaking flyer miles just to use it. You know what I mean?
Uh
I ain't
huh.
had these type of problems before. Before I was trying to put this together and had to save that and not get my baby to Jordans this week and get them next week. But shoot, baby girl asked me something the other day, sir. I had it in the truck before she was finished asking me. Oh, I need some new shoes, man. Don't worry about it, baby. I got you right here. I was thinking about you. So, man, we, continuously blessed, sir. But I wanted to get on here and say something real quick. The president of the United States, sir, did you hear what he just said recently?
No, I haven't. Like I said, I ain't looked at the news lately. What you say?
He said we ain't going to focus no more on college. We're going to pour our efforts in doubling people with skilled trades.
Serious?
Dead serious. That's the president of this
Wow.
country saying that we are missing people to do the very same thing you talking about. Google it. Don't doubt what we talking about. We fact check us. We telling you we out here getting this money. And he just said he gonna double all of our checks, sir. So I'm with all that. I got these sons. And it's a dude like he told me. I'm gonna hire this cat onto my HVAC company and hire you. Like you were saying, they can rent out their license for you and
Mm-hmm.
then count that time. Then you send your son off. And then you got 3, 4, 5, besides the 4 or 5 businesses you've already given us. Now we have generational wealth. My son ain't got to ask for no job. He ain't got to worry about no job. He ain't got to
Mm-hmm.
kiss nobody behind. We eating and it's all building and it's community building. And it goes back to what you were saying before, when the soldiers in World War II was in war, they seen how fast it's going to take for black men and women to learn a thing. And the moment we really just get out of being afraid and we focus our time into learning this business skill, this redevelopment skill, this use of funds skill, then we're going to dominate and take over the world, which is the thing that they've been afraid of the whole time, which is the reason they didn't want you to learn business in the first place. So you can read or write. So I just want to let you know that everything you're doing is fantastic. and can't nobody stop you, Uncle Mike, because they can't stop me. They trying, but I'm out here.
That's good, man. And if you coming up on Sunday, if anybody want to come up, they welcome to come up on Sunday from 2 to 6 p.m. We're gonna have like the soft opening of the ice cream parlor. So if you wanna come up Sunday between 2 and 6 p.m. And see the ice cream parlor, you can. We have chairs and stuff outside for people who want to social distance. I have the ice cream parlor open. I also have the Appliance Boot Camp open too, because some of my family are coming up. They never seen it. So yeah, you're welcome to come in, and we all family.
Yes, sir. And so since we family,
Mhm.
and you won't just let me, borrow one of your nieces and marry into the family, I'm gonna need the blueprint for the ice cream shop, the real estate. Matter of fact, whatever ideas you got, you just holler at your boy. I got the capital, so we just make happen whatever you say. And that's what's crazy, Uncle Mike.
Mhm.
It's for real possible to take $15,000 and take the knowledge and information you gonna give somebody for, I don't know, $250 a month, 1,000, whatever the simple program is. You pay that, and I literally can duplicate. You are duplicatable,
Mhm.
immediate duplication. And so
Mhm.
that's the difference that separates you and JT from a lot of these cats on here. And I buy all their programs, and I love them. I love Erica Williams. I love all these people and that fantasticness that they do, and that's great. But I've never seen one that tell me to spend 100 on a business license, spend 250 on this, spend some money on some what's that? An EIN, get your
Mhm.
not EIN, that business license and EIN
Mhm.
for about $600-700. You can turn that over in 3 days by doing, my first second call, my second day, I had a four banger. I had four
Mhm.
appliances in one day. That's $1,000 within
Mhm.
the first week of me spending the $600. But
Mhm.
people, as our family grows, we will understand business. And the moment we understand business, we will start to dominate because, and that's really what they're all afraid of. All of them make money off of us. The Chinese man, where's he at? In the ghetto, but they swear the ghetto ain't got no money. All right. Well, who go gets the football players? Well, white families who own the colleges gonna get the football players. Okay. The
Yeah.
Arabs, what do? They put their gas station in the hood. So it must be something about these people who got all this money when they start to learn how to utilize the money and take 15 simple $1,000 and go open an ice cream shop that'll pay you 250K. Then you start to dominate and create generational wealth. Now we got high quality children marrying high quality children, changing the economy, changing the music and the things that we deal with, and we can come back to the kingship and queenship of this earth as it used to be, according to Gregor Mendel, who states that we are the dominant gene human on earth. So
Mhm.
we just love you. I want to, hey, if y'all in this class, we need to put at least $1,000 together, every one of you businesses. Uncle Mike need a Rolex. You
Okay.
need something, sir. Nah, I don't hear nothing, sir. You getting something. We feel
Nah,
like
no,
I
nah.
just feel like I owe you, Uncle Mike. I just feel like I owe. I got about 1,000 in my pocket. This ain't no joke. This ain't no game. You see, I'll be sending you the checks, Uncle Mike. I
Yeah,
got another
I see the
4
checks.
back. You know, and it's just money everywhere, And I didn't know how great this was, man. And I don't know how many people. I don't even care to convince anyone who hears us anymore. I don't care about convincing you. And stop trying to get up in the doggone chat box asking 100 questions that's inside of the course. I'm tired of that too,
Uh-huh.
because you're killing us with that. Stop trying to undercut the man product. He got a good product and it's fair. The president just said he's gonna pour money into the skilled trades. This is a skilled trade, and you got to get on to something that's good. So I just love you, man. I don't care what you say, Uncle Mike. I'm gonna hit you off with some. Because if I touch these 20 texts, you and Mrs. Sneed ain't gonna know what to do with me. I'm gonna be at the crib all the time trying to get pies, dropping off watches. I got the money. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
anyway, you touching the community in a major, super positive way, and can't nobody stop it. What can you do?
Yeah, we're at the point now where I don't have to. At one point in time, I thought maybe the industry would come against could kind of halt us, but now I think it just happened so fast and avalanche. We got too many people in too many places now. It's just we're at the point
Right,
it's got too many people in too many places.
right.
Also, I want to tell you all don't know how much y'all have given me. I feel like I'm more in debt to you all than y'all are to me, because the fact now I have 50 to 60 people who call me a day, and I can actually talk business. I know, I mean, to the point where you have people you can talk business with, and that's good.
Right.
I had Slick and his brother and David come here last Friday, and for an hour or two, we just sat down and talk business. As men,
Right.
there weren't no sports or nothing involved. We talk business. We got to mentor some youth. It was good stuff. I mean, good stuff.
Right. Which is, I'm telling you, you don't really understand. But sir, remember Marcus Garvey ain't do nothing but make money, and they wanted to kill him and throw him in jail just for generating funds.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You doing
Yeah.
Marcus Garvey type things. You just not standing on a podium preaching and teaching them the truth. I take that position. Matter of fact, if you hiring, I go ahead and be spit it. And I know you can't say certain things, but your boy don't care. I'm to your face with the truth. But anyway, yes, sir. I'm just saying I call them splinter sales. They sell because at any moment I can generate another business owner. I can immediately put another business on the road, and it don't take. I mean, the cost to start up. That's the key. It's less than $1,000 to start a business. You can make $10,000 a month with. I love forex, but you got to learn that. I love stocks and bonds. You got to learn that. It ain't that they don't work, but they don't work like appliance repair. I'm riding around right now. People are calling me because of the labels and information on my phone. Because everybody got a refrigerator, and
Hmm.
everybody needs you. And the worse the economy get, guess what? They're not buying nothing, so they always fixing everything they got. And it's just, you have given us a power of freedom. And I don't want to hold you long. And I know you're hot up in there. You know what I'm saying? I got you, sir. But man, you don't know how you have touched the community. I don't know. I don't care nothing. Okay, y'all like how a brother talks. You don't understand. This is just me being me. So, I'm telling you that this excitement has come because a man has taught me a way that the school system has lied to me about. They told me I needed a job and worked 40 years for someone else while they sit on the beach of Waikiki with a blonde or some supermodel and told me I couldn't do that. But I can now. Me and the kids sir, we already finna go to Sierra Leone. I don't know if y'all want to roll, but Sierra Leone is one of the richest places in the world, and it's in Africa. We're going to the point of no return, and you did that for us, Uncle Mike. And I'm telling you, we owe you because you didn't have to do what you was doing, and the Father has allowed you to do the thing you're doing, and you're blessing multiple families. Now, for all of you who don't want to hear this, or you got doubts and scares and fear, I'm tired of talking to you. You either gonna come out here and do it, or you not, and it's cheap. You can stop smoking weed. There we go. I'm going to tell you. You can stop smoking blunts for 1 month, pay for the class, and if you just study the class, you can go generate the money to continue to pay for the classes. It's for you, and it's a powerful program. So, hey, I'm in love with you. I'm telling you, I was thinking about your Rolex already. I'm already designing it in my mind, Uncle Mike. You think it's a game. We out here. We finna put you and Mrs. Sneed in matching Rolexes for no apparent reason, just because I made the extra money. Like, I'm telling you, I'm about to blow $500-$600 with my kids at this little hot shot, whatever. And I just made it today, and I got it scheduled for tomorrow. I don't know, man. Life is different, and I love you, and I appreciate you. I put a bullet down on somebody for you, man. But anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Y'all stay up, man. Listen, follow the courses, and that's another thing, sir. The hands-on was great, but the online courses, I've been studying them, getting smarter. Like I didn't know. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't know, fellas, not until here recently, how to properly check one of those thermistors. I didn't know. I didn't know how to check a diode. I didn't know. We didn't have the time to go through that through the class. We went through it, but I wasn't really paying attention. I could, you know what I'm saying? It's a weekend. How much can you really soak up? But when I'm going over the online stuff, it's making me diabolical with this skill. Like, I'm walking in the microwave, it's this, and this in the microwave. I'm talking junk to the customer. They over there talking junk to me because I'm a brother, of course. They surprised that I speak properly, first of all. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. Yes, sir, no problem. And then I know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, man. So life is a blessing, and I'm telling you, you have changed my life forever. The skill goes with me everywhere. The president's saying he want to pour money into our skills, and the more skills, I want that electrical if you want to teach that too. I take all. Whatever you got, just put it in the package. Let me know what the price. We got it. Don't even trip. We got you, sir. Well, I love y'all again. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, I'm in the Facebook group, y'all. So I be ignoring the book group sometimes. I don't like Facebook. I'm a gram. I'm an Instagram type of guy. But whatever. I'm there. If y'all got questions, you want to holler at your boy. We can break it down because we on that boss talk though. Don't be coming up in there talking about questions that you can find in the doggone class because you too cheap to get up in there. You won't stop buying blunts. You won't stop buying sneakers. You won't put priority on your life to move forward. To know that you must pay for your own education to move forward. So if you don't want to do all that, don't be coming in this group trying to get free game, bro. Matter of fact, sir, can we lock up something where the Illuminati, not your boy, not today, but the alumni could actually benefit, and we teach those who walk in, not just people who trying to walk in and steal game because they want to be cheap over $200. I mean, But anyway, that's how I'm feeling. But we still want to help you. We love you. But come on, man, and just being an alumni. Help a brother doing something positive. It's more than 10 plus people that can tell you they profited from the thing the man doing. And we ain't talking about small profits. You know how much I had to work to make $400 a week? I can get it in 4 hours? That's crazy. But anyway, I love you. As always. See you this weekend, sir.
Okay.
Holla at y'all. Y'all
All
have
right.
a great evening.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Peace, peace.
Bye. Okay. I'm gonna close out with that because what he said is 100% true. But I want to tell everybody, you all had I'm not taking any more calls tonight because, like I said, I'm hot in here and I'm sweating. I'm gonna close it out tonight. But you all have given me way more than I have given you all. Um, like I said, y'all have given me new life. At one point in time, believe it or not, I was starting to believe in some of the stereotypes that get portrayed about African Americans, because I was only seeing the bad side of us for a while. Because like I said, in this business, you'll get to the point where you don't get really you can really isolate yourself, and you don't like we don't know anything bad is going on in the economy. We don't know what, not one bit there's some bad going on in the economy. So I couldn't, for a long time I couldn't celebrate because everybody else that I knew, they were talking about how bad the economy and stuff would been. So the past couple recessions that we went through, the dot-com burst, the housing bubble burst, and all that, I was whatchamacallit. I was doing very well, but I couldn't celebrate it because I ain't had nobody to celebrate with, and everybody I went to, family and friends, they were having a hard time with it. So now here we are, supposed to be in the worst pandemic it is, and I'm having a ball talking to you all. I having a ball seeing y'all making all this money, and seeing how y'all progressing and stuff, and to see the movement that we're having. Honestly, I have a difference. I have a sense that we're actually are making a major leap, um, as a race. Honest, it could be because all I'm seeing is just appliance boot camp and whatnot. But I feel like that we're making a strong leap as a race, through just appliance repair. Believe it or not, and some of the other courses that's out there. I think Erica Williams courses is pushing. Glenn Cameron courses are pushing. Andre Hatchett, JT, no doubt. I think all of those is really making us give a push, through as a race, because I'm not saying, because it might be, like I say, because I focus more on that, but I'm not seeing a lot of crazy stuff coming through Facebook and stuff. It might be because all the distractions are gone. You don't have the football, then you got the basketball, don't have all the concerts and stuff. All that crazy stuff is gone and cleared away. For now, you don't have no entertainment, and you have people now who actually are giving you good educational stuff, to the point now where I'm actually now looking for, I'm trying to find good content on YouTube. And I'll be honest, you all have made it hard to find good content now on YouTube. Because if I look at JT, if I look at DCNF, if I look at Mike Check, if I look at TMM, if I look at those guys, and I look at Andre Hatch, and I look at Glenn Cameron, the other BS that started to come through, I can't watch it. It gets to, I can't. My mind just won't let me consume it anymore. To the point now where I'm just sitting around waiting for you guys to to post something so I can see something that's worth watching. And it's crazy. I wonder if other people are the same way, where they say I just can't listen to that crazy mess anymore. I'm waiting for something good to come on. To the point now when I see y'all posting something, I'm jumping on it, looking at it because I'm thirsty for some good information, and just the entertainment stuff. I can't do it anymore. And somebody coming in there trying to finesse and all that. I just don't want to see it anymore. Even if somebody who I think might be doing something that's positive, if he's using that old method of coming in trying to talk like a slick, like a hustler, if he if he's coming trying to be flashy and show me stuff like getting rich quick and stuff, I just my body, my mind just won't let it come in. I gotta see some. I want to see somebody grinding. I want to see somebody out there putting the work in. And I want to see somebody coming up. And that's the stuff I want to see. I don't want to see nobody giving no aspiration stuff. I want to see somebody in the midst of it. I want to see him out there fighting. I want to see him out there putting it together, and I want to see the progress of him coming together, doing it, so I can see the end results. That's the stuff that I want to see now. And like I said, I want to thank you all for doing that. I want to thank you all for supporting Appliance Boot Camp. I want to thank you all for everything that you all have done. 'Cause like I say, without you all, none of this would have been possible. None of this would have been possible. And I'm so grateful to JT for allowing me to come on his platform and to introduce me to the YouTube world, and to for all the stuff that we done together. I'm just so grateful for him, because without JT, there would not be no Miss Ward out there. That there's been a Miss Ward, but you all would never. I don't think you all would ever got to see Miss Ward. We would never got to see a DCNF or appliance, because DCNF just started now, uh, uh, showing his face and everything. Uh, his business now is doing very well. So now he's comfortable. He can show his face and do whatever he want. He's totally free to do whatever he want. We wouldn't see the DC and the Elf. We wouldn't have met no Slick. We would not have met because we don't read. All these people that we have we wouldn't have met Juan. All these people that we have came that have came through JT. We none of that stuff would have been possible. Life would have been just so empty if I had not met these guys. Because I talk to these guys every day now. All of you guys. If I hadn't met you guys, I can't imagine how empty life would be right now. Because I talk to somebody from Appliance Boot Camp several times a day, and I know you all, and you all. I feel like I've known y'all all my life, even though it's less than a year. And so, like I say, I can't imagine life without y'all now. And it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And once again, like I say, I'm gonna get off here. It's hot, and you can see I got the flies coming in from the vent that's still open. They got to close that off tomorrow. And mosquitoes coming in now too. So I gotta go and get some rest, because tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday is gonna be some long nights, getting everything done. And like I say, if you like to come up Sunday. I'll be here Sunday from at the ice cream parlor from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. You're free to come in and take a look at the parlor if you like. Sample some ice cream. We'll have ice cream there to sample too. So come on by, and I love to see you all. And once again, thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all on Thursday.